Hey friends, welcome back. Welcome back. It is me, BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to more of Brad Williams, but this time it's from my favorite show, This Is Not Happening. It's called A Wee Problem. You think?
First of all, kudos to this girl, okay? She's willing to admit in front of a group of strangers and her coworkers, oh, by the way, I've fucked a midget, okay? Kudos to her.
Welcome to This Is Not Happening. I'm your host, Roy Wood Jr. Some say it only lasts 15 minutes. Some people are gonna tell you it's a mythical creature that lives at the bottom of the rainbow. Some will tell you not to overdo it. But if you ask me, I say, enjoy it while it lasts. One of the best times of my life was being a guest on his podcast about last night. Brad Williams, everybody.
He's got a podcast.
About 2 years in the comedy, I get a headliner gig, which is insane. There was a dropout and they needed someone. They got me. It's a casino in Temecula, California. Now, if you don't know where Temecula is, start doing meth. You'll end up in Temecula, okay? You just get there eventually.
Wow.
So I'm doing the gig
Can someone
there. It's
confirm?
the night after my first show. It goes really well. This is a Friday night. And then I get a phone call, and it's some organizer from a golf tournament saying, hey, I run a celebrity charity golf tournament that's playing here tomorrow. One of our celebrities dropped out. Do you want to play in the golf tournament? Now, you might be thinking, why is he calling a midget to play in a golf tournament? He was probably thinking that same thing, but I play golf. I freaking play golf. And before you make the joke, fuck you, not miniature, okay? Not miniature.
I wasn't even thinking about miniature golf. Okay. I haven't watched This Is Not Happening. This Is Not Happening in so long. Guys, remember I went on a run with the show. It was back when Ari Shafir was hosting it, at least the episodes I watched. It was wild. Like, the intros used to stress me out. It seems they've evolved to a new host, which is fine. Brad seems a bit older here. I think anyone that travels for work in the way of performance, you will watch them age. They don't sleep. They get no proper sleeping or eating. Not that he's aged badly, but you can tell he's a bit older here. I don't know how much older. I really feel stupid that I didn't even think about miniature golf. I was in my mind thinking, like, does he use kid clubs? That's what I was thinking. I don't think he can't golf. I mean, children golf. But I just was wondering, like, I guess he uses, like, that's what, yeah. I wasn't thinking mini golf, but that's a good joke. It's a great one.
Before you make the joke, fuck you, not miniature, okay? Not miniature. I play actual golf. I'm not there, oh, it's the windmill hole. Isn't it great? Like, I'm not doing that. I play real golf, okay? My dad started me playing golf when I was 2 years old, all right? So I'm actually kind of good at it. But I think the only reason why my dad started me playing golf is not because he wanted to spend time with me, because he wanted to advance my character or nothing. Like, he just wanted to make dad jokes. He just wanted to make dad jokes. That's it. Like, my dad's not a dwarf. He's tall, so he loves making dad jokes. And, like, so when we go play golf, he'd make the same one every time. His name's Pete, and all his friends would be like, hey, Pete, you're taking your kid out to play golf? Is he any good? And his response would always be, he's okay, but he's got a hell of a short game. Every time. Not some of the time. Every time. To the point where I would be mouthing the joke along with him, just standing behind him. And you think that's bad, but I started to like it. All right? I started to like it. I started to like the game. And I started to like dad jokes to the point where I would write my own, where I would show up with my dad. And people like, hey, Pete, your son plays golf. What's his handicap? And I would yell out, dwarfism, you asshole. So I played golf, and I had my clubs with me that weekend. So I was like,
sorry, not dwarfism. Handicap is like a term in golf, right? But oh, wow, let me turn my volume off. My husband's putting the baby to sleep. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I just love him to death. He's just the cutest little thing. The baby. Both of them. Anyway, is handicap my husband plays golf avidly. I don't know, guys. I don't know. He plays a lot of golf. His friends play golf. But I'm not going to act like I know all of the terminology. Is handicap a term that you use in golf for something? What is it? Brad, I need to know.
So I played golf, and I had my clubs with me that weekend. So I was like, yeah, I'll play in the celebrity golf tournament. That sounds awesome. By the way, I am not a celebrity. I don't think I'm one now. I certainly wasn't one back then. But they wanted me to play, so I said, all right, cool. He said, all right, meet us down here tomorrow. So I go down to the course the next day. I got my little golf outfit on, and I'm not gonna lie to you, a midget in a golf outfit is adorable, okay?
He loves the word adorable.
Awesome. Like, I look like the top of a 4-year-old's birthday cake, okay? Like, it's pretty incredible. So I walk and I got my clubs. Now, for the celebrities, they all have their names on their carts, and then they have non-celebrities playing with them, so they know where to meet up. They meet at their celebrity's cart. So I'm looking for my cart, and I don't see my cart. I'm looking, I'm like, all right, there's Bill Engvall. That's cool.
Bill.
There's Screech. True, he was there.
Screech, rest in peace to Screech.
And then there was the guy that played Carlton on Fresh Prince, Alfonso Ribeiro. He was there. And
wow, this was a big tournament.
So not the best celebrities, all right?
I think those are like legit. Those are like very nostalgic to my generation. I would be fangirling if I were there. Maybe not now. Not some of the kids now, but I would.
I can't find my cart. I'm looking all over. I cannot find my cart. So I go to this tournament organizer and I say, hey, my name's Brad Williams. I'm a celebrity. I don't have a cart. By the way, if you ever have to say I'm a celebrity, you're not a celebrity, all right? No one goes, take my picture, I'm a celebrity. No, you're not, okay? So I'm aware that I'm not a celebrity. So I go, I can't find my cart. He goes, oh, I know where your cart is. And he takes me to this cart, and there it is, right there on the name tag, Wee Man.
They thought he was Wee Man?
For those of you who don't know, I am not him. But that is something that has happened to every dwarf their entire life, okay? We always get mistaken for other little people. Usually it's the midget of the moment, whoever that is. So 10 years ago, we were all Wee Man from Jackass, all right? And that sucked. That sucked. People think you're Wee Man. They run up, they kick in the balls, they toss you in the shopping cart. It's horrible.
No.
Now it's not so bad. Now everyone just thinks I'm Dinklage from Game of Thrones, okay? That's not that bad. I don't mind when people think I'm Dinklage. That's cool. Like, he's funny. He's a great actor in the show. He bangs a lot of hookers. Like, I feel like he's so popular, I could just run up to a random woman, start humping her leg, and be like, I always pay my debts, okay? I like that. If you watch the show, that's hilarious.
You know, yeah.
If you don't watch the show, you have no idea why everyone's laughing right now. That's funny to me. So, most people...
Let me know in the comments, have you watched Game of Thrones? I watched it. I didn't watch it when it was popular. It was never something I was interested in. And then during the lockdown, my then fiance and I both caught COVID, and we were like, well, what do we do? And he was like, you want to watch Game of Thrones? He had already seen it, but I watched it. It took me like a year to get through. I kind of kept having to stop it and go because it's so dark and stuff like that like affects me. So it took me a while, but I did finally get to the end. So I did understand that reference, but I want to know, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Everyone's laughing right now. That's funny to me. So most people, if this happened to them, would get really pissed off. Very angry. Me, I'm a sick freak comedian, and I go, this is gonna be a great story. Like, I don't freak out. I just look and I go, all right, I'm Wee Man today. Now,
That is crazy.
I was gonna tell my group of non-celebrities the whole story because I didn't want them to be disappointed, all right? But then, as soon as they saw me standing in front of the cart, they lit up. And they're like, oh my God, we got Wee Man? Yes! We got a good celebrity. Our friend's got to play with the ShamWow guy. That's And so, like, they're
I just want y'all to know this is Wee Man. This is Wee Man. Do they look alike? I guess kind of. Like maybe it's because they both have this they like short haircut, same like coloring. Their skin and their hair is like the same kind of coloring. So yeah, I guess maybe. Dang, Wee Man is 51 now. Wow. All right, yeah. I mean, I guess that is so crazy. His name is Jason Acuna. He's Italian. Who would have known? I had no clue. All right. Would you be able to think? Would you think he was Wee Man?
And so, like, they're psyched. They're beyond thrilled to be playing with Wee Man, and I'm like, I can't break their hearts.
That's wild.
I can't be the guy that's like, I'm actually a comedian. You don't know who I am, but maybe I'll be on Comedy Central one day. Like, I can't do that. So I go, all right, I'm gonna be Wee Man. And God damn it, I was Wee Man that day. All right? When we were playing, I'm telling them stories about the show. This is when Jackass was in its heyday. It was in its prime. And they're asking me questions. I'm answering them. I don't know the answers. I'm just like saying stuff. They're like, is Steve-O crazy? I'm like, let me tell you a crazy Steve-O story. And they're like, you guys get a lot of girls? I'm like, there's STDs named after Steve-O. It's it. By the way, I'm friends with Steve-O now. And I've told him this story. He loves it. We're cool. Side note, when I'm hanging out with Steve-O, it's impossible to convince people I'm not Wee Man. They're just like, he can't know, too. So we start playing, and we're having a good time. And these guys, they're drinking. We're playing holes, and we're donating money to charity. I'm getting them to donate more. Oftentimes in these special tournaments, holes will be sponsored by certain corporations. They're trying to raise more money for whatever charity you're playing for. We pull up to a hole that's sponsored by Hooters, all right? And there's these Hooters girls. They all got wings. We're going to eat. We're going to do that. And one of the Hooters girls, now remember, I'm driving up in a cart that says Wee Man on it, right? I'm driving up. We see the Hooters girls. We're all excited. One of the Hooters girls jumps up, walks towards me with her finger pointing and goes, that's not Wee Man. And now everyone's like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course I'm Wee Man. I'll kick myself in the head right now, bitch. Like, I can do that shit. And then she goes, no. That's not Wee Man. I fucked Wee Man. That's not Wee Man. First of all, kudos to this girl, okay? She's willing to admit in front of a group of strangers and her coworkers, oh, by the way, I fucked a midget, okay? Like, kudos to her. And when that happens, I immediately, like, run over to her, and I kind of grab her by the wrist, and I pull her aside, and I kind of explain the situation to her. I go, listen, I know I'm not Wee Man. They think I'm Wee Man. I'm just a comedian. They put my name on the thing because all midgets look alike to these assholes. And then I'm not him, but I'm playing along so they donate to charity. They think they're going to have a good time. Like, I'm just play along with it. And then, like, I peeled off $60. And if you're a Hooters waitress in Temecula, that's a lot of fucking money. And I gave her the $60, and she's like, all right, cool. And then she goes like, oh, my mistake. That is Wee Man. That is Wee Man, guys. That's Wee Man. Once again, kudos to this woman. Not only is she saying like what her sexual life is like to these strangers, now she's saying, I'm so much of a whore, I could fuck a midget and forget about it. So, problem solved, right? We're all back to normal. The guys start teeing off. I kind of slink to the back to talk to this girl. I go like, so you fucked Wee Man? She's like, yeah, I slept with Wee Man. He came into my Hooters. We hit it off. And then he said he had a hotel room nearby. So I went to the hotel room and
that's wild.
We had our fun. It's like, that's awesome. She's like, yeah, he was such a nice guy. Like, he took pictures with all the staff and everything. And she's like, here, I'll show you. She pulls out her phone, and she pulls up a picture, and she goes, yeah, there's us. And
That's
then
not
my
we,
mouth
man.
drops, because I'm like, that's my other dwarf friend, Sean.
Poor girl.
How many people has she told this story? I don't know, but from that day on, oh God, I love golf even more. And that's one more dwarf joke that I can make on the course.
That's
I'm Brad
crazy.
Williams. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight.
That's my man, Brad Williams.
Poor girl. Just. He's a great storyteller. He really is. I'm sorry. I just realized this man is holding a book that says The Diarrhea Chronicles. And on that note, I bid you adieu, my friends. Have the day you deserve.